Hello guys, today I will give you at least 5 reasons why you should be buying cryptocurrencies right now and not tomorrow. First one is that as I've been trading in the markets, the stock and the forex market, so the currencies since 2007, I can tell you that I've never seen such other instrument like cryptocurrencies having such a return in terms of profits. Okay, so cryptocurrencies by far are the most profitable instrument over there in the market if we accept obviously the derivatives, but we know that the derivatives are quite dangerous in terms of risk reward ratio. Okay, second one, mass adoption from big players, okay, from like Facebook and JP Morgan. For example, JP Morgan and Facebook are now involved in the creation of new cryptocurrencies using their blockchain. So we will have something new, some news coming out on the next few months. For example, Facebook is working on its cryptocurrency named Libra. They will be using their programming language like C++, C-, or Java. As usual, those are the kind of programming language used for the creation of the blockchains. Then risk-reward ratio. Once we think about the risk-reward ratio that we have in the forex market and the stock market, and the one that we have in the with the cryptocurrencies, we can state that cryptocurrencies are by far less risky than stocks and currency. I will tell you why. First, once you trade stocks, normally you do it via margin. Okay, so what you do is like borrowing part of the capital from your bank, and if the position goes against you, then the bank will be taking your margin, and actually you are going to lose your investment unless you use the old technique like buy something, put on the plate whatever amount of money you want, and then you leave it for several years, which is the actually I would say prehistoric way of trading markets. Nowadays it's not like this anymore. So while in the stock market and for the forex market, we know that we can go long and we can go short. So we can bet for an uptrend, and we can bet for a downtrend. So we can bet, for example, if we take just for example Alibaba rather than Amazon rather than Apple, we can bet that the price will go up, so we will be long, and the price will go down, so we will be short. So something which is not, luckily, which is not present for the cryptocurrencies. Okay, so shorts are not possible right now. Okay, unless we are talking about futures. So the risk-reward ratio is in favor of cryptocurrencies, and of course, once we think about the profitability, we think about the returns. There is no way to compare stocks with cryptocurrencies. If we think that Bitcoin only 5 years ago was quoting $200, or even less, was quoting $20, and then in December 2017 reached the all-time high at $20,000 US. We can see that Bitcoin had a huge increase in terms of percentage, in terms of return. Then what else? I've realized that there is an inversely proportional relationship between the cryptocurrency market and the stock market. So if we think about the Standard & Poor's 500, we will see that the index is now approaching 3,000 points. Okay, so there we can see an oblique resistance, and from there, as I've been stating and I've been analyzing several videos, I've been saying that we might see a retracement. So we've seen two little doji, which are quite suspicious. So analyzing the weekly chart, so as I've been suggesting my followers and my traders, I've been saying that I've been telling them not to follow with long position the index right now, and to wait for the real break of the horizontal resistance 3,000 points, since we might see a retracement. So what is happening now in the market and the crypto market is that we have a sort of inversely proportion with American index. Usually we use the Standard & Poor's 500 rather than the Nasdaq 100, but normally it's the Dow 30 or the Standard & Poor's 500 in order to evaluate how the American market is going, which is obviously the most important market in the world. So Bitcoin is seen as a digital gold, actually. So what is happening now? let's think about the quantitative easing. Okay, so Federal Reserve, ECB, European Central Bank, Bank of Japan. What they do? Actually, they issue money. Okay, but there is nothing stored. Okay, so what was happening before the 70s is that for every money was issued, there was a storage of gold. Okay, so they were storing the gold in proportion of the amount of money that they were issuing. Okay, right now it's happening that since that moment when they changed the rules, it is happening that they can actually issue money by nothing, right? Okay, so the one of the worst criticism that people has done has put on Bitcoin is that Bitcoin is based on what or nothing, they say. Okay, so also Warren Buffett said that Bitcoin is a poison for rat, is a rat poison. To be honest, at the beginning of my once I started approaching the crypto market and cryptocurrencies, which was around 1 year and a half ago, I was skeptical as well because I was not able to understand what Bitcoin was, what blockchains were, and of course there is still something black for me, okay, because I'm not a programmer, even if I would like to start learning several programming languages like C++, Java, etc., but this is another point. So what was happening actually is we are talking about an alphanumeric number, right? Because Bitcoin is that numbers and letters, okay? But behind there is what? There is a blockchain. So it is interesting because actually Warren Buffett is more than 80 years old. I think he's 82 or 83 years old, and actually is against the crypto market, is against the Bitcoin. However, we have to say that he's 82 years old, and the same happened when he started trading. Okay, he's the most famous traders worldwide, etc., But blockchain is a revolution. The blockchain are here. Nobody is able to delete this market. Nobody is able to close this market. They might close some provider. They might close. Now I'm saying Binance rather than Bittrex, right? Some other provider, some other broker. But in any case, Bitcoin is here, and Bitcoin will be there even tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. Now, if we look at the trend of Bitcoin, and I'm taking now Bitcoin as the king of the crypto market, we see that as I've been analyzing on the weekly chart, we have seen what the beginning of the ascending part of the Gauss curve, okay, in the weekly chart, which gives us the prediction for the next few weeks. Sorry, for the next few months, right? So for the next few months, I've been targeting. I've been given a target like 30 or 40,000 US dollars.